Unit 3, Studying Abroad. Chapter 1, Want to Study Abroad? Page 33.
Want to study abroad? Choose Travelingua. Every year, thousands of students choose to study abroad for the summer, whether it's for 6 months, a year, or even longer. Many people find the experience of studying abroad very exciting, but also very scary. Let Travelingua give you some advice. Why do it? Living in another country will help you learn a language and learn about another culture. You will see the world in a new way and learn more about yourself. Studying abroad is also excellent training for the working world. Many companies want employees who speak a second language or who have experience living or working in another country. Making the right choice. To choose the right country or school, ask yourself these questions. For how long do I want to study abroad? Do I want to live with a host family, with roommates, or alone? How much can I afford to pay? If you aren't sure how to answer these questions, our experienced staff can help. Getting ready to go. Based on our experience, it's best to get your passport and visa early. Before you go, learn as much of the language as you can and read about the customs of your host country. Also, talk with people who have experience studying abroad, and call the school to make sure someone can meet you when you get there. Make sure to bring some local money and a credit card. Once you are there, be curious and open to meeting new people and having new experiences. Don't expect to always be comfortable. After the first few weeks, it's usual to feel a little homesick. You'll miss your family and friends. Remember that it takes time to get used to a new place with new customs. Talk to your new friends and write about your feelings. Try to keep in touch with the people back home. Travelingua helps you get started on your journey by doing all this and more. Choose us as your travel partner, and we'll be sure to get you where you want to go.
Unit 3, Studying Abroad. Chapter 2, My Travel Journal. Page 37.
My Travel Journal, September 13. Hi, Journal. It's me, Maria. I arrived in New York City 2 weeks ago. I am writing this journal for one of my classes. My teacher says it is a good way for me to practice writing in English and to write about my experiences here in the United States. So far, I like New York and my school. I have 3 classes a day. Most of my classmates come from Japan, Korea, Poland, Germany, and Brazil. There aren't many Italian students, so I have to use English most of the time. I am learning a lot. I am living in student housing, and I have my own comfortable room. October 20. My English is hopeless. I was on the bus this morning, and a man spoke to me, but I hardly understood him. I was so embarrassed. Why is my English improving so slowly? I want to make lots of American friends, but this isn't happening so easily. I feel shy, and it is hard for me to talk to people, even my classmates. I like them, but sometimes I can't understand them very well. I'm feeling homesick. I miss my friends and family. October 27. I went to a school party last Friday, and it was awesome. I talked with a Japanese man named Kenji and a Polish woman named Anna. We talked about our country's customs and our experiences in the States so far. We are going to walk around the city together this weekend. Also, Kenji wants me to write for the student newspaper here at school. Maybe things are getting better.
Review Unit 1, Fluency Strategy, SQ3R, page 42.
The Freshman 15. You may not have heard the words Freshman 15 before, but they are very important for students who are entering college. A freshman is a first-year college student, and the 15 refers to 15 pounds. The 15 pounds, about 7 kilograms, of weight many American students will gain in their first year at college. There are a few reasons why first-year college students often gain weight. The most common reason is that many college students just don't eat right. However, it's encouraging to know that it's really quite easy for students to avoid gaining those 15 pounds. Making the wrong choices. College kitchens serve many kinds of food. New students often gain weight because they are choosing to eat a lot of unhealthy food, especially when their parents are not around to advise them on what they should eat. Some students may also buy snacks to eat while they are studying. The average college student often stays up late at night, so he or she might eat a lot of fast food and drink a lot of soda because these things are easy to get at night. Furthermore, college students often have less time for walking, running, and doing sports because they are busy with their schoolwork or other college activities. How to stay healthy. However, if you're careful, you can avoid gaining the freshman 15. Here are some ideas for staying healthy at college. Eat only when you are hungry, not when you're bored. Fill half of your plate with vegetables. Don't eat desserts that are full of sugar. Have some fruit after dinner instead. Try not to eat while you study, or keep healthy snacks like baby carrots nearby. Always eat at the dinner table and never in front of the TV or the computer. Choose water over sugary drinks. Try to get out of your room regularly for some fresh air and exercise. Remember that the freshman 15 can happen to anyone. Make a deal with your friends to try and eat healthy food together. Walking, running, and playing sports is always more fun with friends, too. Help each other eat right and stay fit, and you can have a happy and healthy freshman year.
Review Unit 1, Fluency Practice. Review Reading 1, 4 Funny Inventions. Page 45.
4 funny inventions. Time temp glasses. Have you always wanted to keep an eye on the time and temperature at the same time? Then you'll love the time temp glasses. These special glasses show the time above your right eye and the temperature above your left eye. It is certainly easier than wearing a wristwatch, and you'll never have to guess the temperature again. Alarm fork. Do you eat too quickly? Do you eat too much? The alarm fork can help you. This special fork has 2 lights, one green and one red. When the green light is on, it's okay to take a bite of food. The fork knows when you take a bite, and the red light will go on. Then, you must wait for the green light to come on again before you take another bite. This will help you eat slowly and eat less as well. Smell this. How do you know when you have bad breath? Your friends probably don't want to tell you, and it's hard to smell the air that comes out of your own mouth Now you can avoid embarrassment with the Smell This machine. It covers your nose and your mouth, so you can always smell your own breath. So, does it smell nice? Or do you need a piece of gum? Crash Wing. Riding a motorcycle can be an awesome experience, but it can also be a dangerous one. Make your ride safer with the Crash Wing. This safety device is worn on your back like a backpack, with part of it attached to the motorcycle. If you are thrown from your bike, the Crash Wing opens, spreading its wings. The wings lift you up into the air and help you float safely back to the ground. With Crash Wing, you can ride your motorcycle with confidence.
Review Unit 1, Fluency Practice. Review Reading 2, My Working Holiday. Page 47.
My working holiday. Would you like to go on a holiday and earn money at the same time? Go on a working holiday. Here are 3 places to try.
A ski resort. For anyone who loves the snow, helping out at a ski resort is hardly what you would call work. Most workers ski as part of their job and can usually go skiing on the resort slopes during their free time. Of course, that's why there is so much competition for these jobs. There are many things you could do, like being a ski instructor, a ski lift operator, or a groundskeeper. You can also work inside the hotels. The work is fun, but the pay is usually quite low. However, for anyone who loves the outdoors and skiing, such an opportunity is not to be missed.
A fruit farm. If you don't mind getting a little dirty, a fruit farm is an excellent choice for a working holiday in spring or autumn. The job usually involves helping farmers pick fruit and plant seeds. You might also help make jams and baked goods with the fruits you pick, and even get to sell your creations at local farmers markets. While the pay isn't much, farms usually give workers food and a comfortable place to sleep for free. The best part about such work is that farms are found all over the world, from New Zealand to India to Ecuador.
On a yacht or cruise ship. Want to get paid to see the world? Find a job on a tourist yacht or a cruise ship. You'll get to visit exotic places and even some hard-to-reach islands. There are many kinds of jobs available, from cooking and cleaning to organizing fun activities for the guests. Working on a ship can be stressful because there are so many things to do, and you have to take care of many people. You should be able to work well in a team and under pressure. During the warmer seasons, you can stay cool in places like Alaska. When it turns cold, you can stay warm by visiting the Caribbean. It's not the most highly paid job, but it's surely the most exciting.
Unit 4, Money and Budgets. Chapter 1, A Student Budget. Page 51.
A student budget. College is an exciting time to learn and to make friends that will last a lifetime. Many students do not like to worry about money and would rather not think about it. However, it doesn't matter whether a student's parents pay for everything or whether the student works part-time to help pay for his or her education. All students can get into money trouble if they're not careful. The cost of a college education can be high. In English-speaking countries, the average cost per student per year can be well over $15,000 US. Students must also pay for books, paper, pens, etc. These can cost $500 to $1,000 per year. Students must also pay thousands more per year for room and board. Add money for clothes, travel, and other personal expenses, and the average cost of 1 year at university can be $20,000 to $30,000 or more. So, students need to spend their money carefully. At most universities, counselors can give students advice on how to budget their money. This is what they suggest. At the start of a school semester, write down your income. For example, money you will get from your family or from a part-time job. Then, list all of your expenses. Put your expenses into 2 groups, those that change, food, phone, books, travel, and those that will stay the same, tuition, room and board. Add together all of your expenses. Are they more than your income? Will you need to borrow from family or friends? Or will you need to get more money by doing part-time work? Often, students find it is easier to plan out their own budget and save their own money, rather than trying to borrow from others. As you can see, there's more to learn at college than just what's taught in the classroom.
Unit 4, Money and Budgets. Chapter 2, My Money. Page 55.
My money. In this week's Students Around the World, Min Young Kim interviews an American university student, Lisa Conroy. They talk about living on a student budget.
Thanks for talking with me today, Lisa. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm 21 and I'm a junior at a university in Chicago.
How are you paying for your college education?
My expenses for every semester are almost $15,000. At the start of each semester, I get $2,000 from my college scholarship. My parents pay the rest of the $10,000 tuition, and they give me $2,000 for personal expenses. I have to pay the remaining $3,000 myself.
How do you do that?
I have a part-time job as a waitress. I work 3 nights a week, and I usually earn about $400 a week. In a good week, I can make $600, but in a bad week, it can be less than $300.
How do you spend that money?
It helps to pay for my rent and meals at college. It also pays for things like my cell phone, books, transportation, and clothes.
You don't have much money for fun, do you?
That's true. My mother advised me to stick to my budget carefully so I don't have to borrow. I don't like to owe money. And I don't want to pay the bank any interest. I hardly ever go to the movies. My roommates and I usually rent movies and split the cost. And I don't go to restaurants very often. My roommates and I usually cook our own food, so it's cheaper to eat.
How else do you save money?
I try to walk or ride my bicycle to college. Oh, and I buy a lot of my clothes at secondhand stores. You can find some very cheap, nice clothes in those stores. I also try to borrow books and magazines from the library, rather than buying them on my own. My roommates and I are also very careful to save water and electricity, so we don't have to pay a lot for those things.